We have a very interesting episode today, guys. We are going to be doing a tier list for 40 iconic rap songs. And what's cool about this list is that we decided to take songs from the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, and we're going to rank them all onto one list with our rating. So we start at bad, mid, good, great, amazing, and then perfect. So very diverse list here. We tried to, shake it up a bit and get some fantastic songs in here, but also get your fair share of, not so great songs on here. So let's start this off. Let's go with Black Skinhead. Lou, where do you rank this?
I have to probably rank this at, I'm struggling between amazing and perfect just because I love how exhilarating the song is, from Kanye's screams and shouts to just like how abrasive the production is from Daft Punk. It's an absolute slapper, one of my favorites off of Yeezus. I'm feeling amazing on it. What about you?
You're feeling amazing on it?
Or would you go perfect? Because I could see how it's a flawless song.
I want to go amazing on it. I think it is an amazing song. Okay, but next one, DNA by Kendrick Lamar. Now, this is an absolute killer performance. Like, I remember going through Damn and hearing this for the first time, and especially with the beat switch, the whole tempo switch, and the music video for this is fucking fantastic as well. Do you think that this is top 3 on Damn? Let me ask you
I don't think it's top 3, but I love the fact that Kendrick showed new rappers that he could play in their home court by rapping over a trap beat and totally wash them, in the sense that he abused that trap beat better than any other trap artist has ever done, to be honest with you.
I like that abuse.
And the way that he defies the rules of syntax on this song, fitting so many fucking words into his flows, it was absolutely mind-blowing.
So what do you say, man? What's the rating?
I think it's a perfect song.
You think it's a perfect song?
It's one of the many perfect songs on Damn, including Fear, Pride, and a couple other ones.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I agree with that. Listen, the verses are absolutely flawless. So we'll put it into the perfect category right now. But let's go on to Broccoli by Dram featuring Lil Yachty. Dude, listen, okay, you could say whatever you want about this song. You could talk about Dram all you want, but this was playing at every single party/event I was going to in high school. Everyone knew this fucking song. But what's the certification count on this now? I think like
7 times platinum.
Something stupid like that. It's probably going to end up hitting like diamond in a, probably half a decade or so. So very cool to see, but I'm going more towards the good side of things. That's where I kind of want to place this. What are you saying?
I don't know. I wouldn't say that like it's aged poorly, but it's kind of become like forgotten. I mean, I do like the positive aura and like Dram's personality shining, but
even the melodies are good.
The Yachty's verse, is a bit weak, though.
No. The Yachty verse is actually really good. Listen, I want to go good on it. Bro, it's not a mid song. It's a good song. Come on, it's not great.
We'll put good, but I can understand if one of you guys want to say mid in the comments. I totally get that, but we'll go good. Moving on now to In the Club by 50 Cent. And listen, bro, I mean, fuck the Happy Birthday to You song. This became the Happy Birthday anthem. And 50 literally said how this song will never lose relevance, because think about it, bro. It's a happy birthday song. There's somebody's birthday every day. And I think that when you look at the production too, absolutely slaps. You have these organs coming in. You have these blazing horns. Like, it was the perfect recipe for a hit song. And there's a reason why it's still being played to this day.
Okay, so this is an iconic rap song tier list. I feel as if you don't take In the Club and put it on a perfect level, like you're kind of gypping yourself at this point. Like, come on, it's one of the most iconic songs of all time when it comes to the genre, bro.
Yeah,
dude, how many times have you heard this song? And it's never gotten boring, bro. Every time I hear it at a party, I'm still fucking bumping it. Like, I know people are gonna look at us and be like, "Yo, you're putting this over Black Skinhead."
But still, is it a perfect song? Like,
okay, fuck it. You know what?
I think amazing.
I think we're gonna go amazing because we made a mistake with this last time too, with 50 Cent over Tyler the Creator in our previous tier list for rappers, and you guys could check that out, by the way. It's on our YouTube channel. But let's go Still Dre by Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. No debate. I think this is a perfect song. How about you? What are you saying, man?
Yeah, this is an amazing song. I love what Scott Storch
amazing
did
or perfect
on the piano. Yeah, I think it's perfect, bro. And this song is like the perfect comeback song, especially for Dre. And it's kind of that song that, like, when your friend that drank too much at the party passes out and like comes back and revives, this is the fucking song that you're playing, bro, in that moment.
That's facts.
It's the perfect comeback song. And yeah, I just love the fact that Jay-Z wrote it and knew exactly the type of bars to write for Snoop Dogg and Dre. It's just, yeah, it's a perfect song to me. It's
absolutely
iconic for the West Coast.
Slots into the perfect rating, but all right, let's go a bit different on this one. Let's go Crank That by Soulja Boy. This was a super iconic song, and like, listen, I still hear that party sometimes. sometimes to this day. Listen, the whole dance with it and everything. And I think it's also revolutionary for the way that people are marketing their music too now, because the way that Crank That blew up online was, crazy to see, especially, from Soulja Boy having practically nothing.
Bro,
and
he
then
started the actual
crazy.
trend of internet dances, if you think about it. Like, he was the first one to do it, because I think this came out in, like, back in 09 or something. So,
'07. I'm not. Listen, guys, let us know in the comments.
actually, I think you're right. I think it was '07. But yeah, nonetheless, I mean, is it that great of a song? Not really, bro. I mean, the hook gets repeated like too many times, in my opinion, and he did make the song in 1 hour on Fruity Loops. So
I know.
I don't know.
Listen, I want to go good with this. I think it goes right next to Broccoli, to be honest with you. I'd put it next to
Sheesh.
Broccoli. Come on, bro.
We're being so generous on this fucking
Crank
list,
That
man.
is not a mid song, bro. Come on, man. You're not gonna go Crank That mid.
I don't know. His inflections get annoying as fuck to me, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
No, come on. Crank That is a legendary song. Stills, we gotta treat it with some respect on.
Anyways, I'll give you the pass on this one, but next time we gotta be harsher. We'll give Crank That the good rating. Let's now go on to Rap God by Eminem.
Interesting.
And listen, I hate to say it, but M's doing too much on this one, bro.
No, come
He's
on,
like,
dude.
in terms of, listen, as a technical feat, he broke the Guinness World Record for rapping, I think, 1,500 words in one song. That's the most we've ever seen on a hip hop song, and I think on any song. But as impressive as it is as a technical feat, I just feel like it has no replay value at all.
Yeah, you
For
think
me,
so?
it doesn't. For me, it doesn't.
Listen, I don't want you to take Rap God and start slotting it at the mid section now. Come on, we can't
Not
be
at the
doing-
mid. No. I
okay,
think it's
okay.
a good song. I think it's a good song.
Rap God on the same level as Crank That and Broccoli?
That's a good point. You see, it's because we were too easy on those,
No,
bro.
but bro, listen, Broccoli has good melodies, man, and bro, it's Crank That. Come on, it's easily in the top percentile of the most iconic on this list.
The breath control was fucking impressive on Rap God.
Not only
I'll say
that, but I love the production as well, and I think that it's probably Eminem's like best rapping performance of the past 10 years. Come on.
Okay, let's slot it into the grade because, yeah, the electronic type production with like the arcade sounds, it was cool to see Eminem get out of his comfort zone production-wise too. So we'll give it the great. And by the way, it was 1,560 words that he fit into that song.
That's crazy.
Let's now move into Headlines by Drake. And this is the pinnacle of Drake's like victory lap type songs to me. And I love the flows. I love the confident, braggadocious energy that he brings throughout it. And of course, you have Boy Wonder and 40, bringing that triumphant sound to the track. And yeah, I think that just in terms of Drake's bangers, this is up there with the best of them. I think it's an amazing song.
Okay, I thought you were going to say perfect, and I was going to be like, okay, let's bring it down a level. I want to go amazing on Headlines as well. Is this top 3 off of Take Care for me? Depends the day, but I want to say yes at the moment of this recording, but I'm going to have to go back and check out Take Care. Is it top 3 on Take Care? That's a great fucking
There's too many slappers.
No, there is.
It's
But
tough.
listen, this is the forefront of the album, though. When you think about Take Care, you think about Headlines. So especially with the music video, super iconic. Let's go on to Cream by the Wu-Tang Clan. This is a perfect song in my opinion. One of the best rap songs that have ever been released. And who do you think has the best verse on it, bro? What are you going?
Probably
man?
Inspector Deck, bro, to be honest with
Really?
you.
Okay.
And it's interesting that like you only had 3 Wu-Tang members on this. You had Method Man on the hook, you had Raekwon, and then Inspector Deck. But I just love the fact that this was like cold realism. They really made you envision what it was like growing up in the slums and how their lives were being driven by money. Like I loved everything in terms of the narrative of the song. And yeah, like we said, like this really influenced hip-hop and influenced so many rappers to use that Cream motto. So I think it's a perfect song, one of the best out of the 90s for sure. But let's now go on to Goosebumps by Travis Scott featuring Kendrick Lamar. And I just want to start off by saying that I feel like when you're looking at the most overplayed Travis songs, this is kind of right next to it with Sicko Mode. But this song is much better. Like I haven't gotten sick of it, to be honest.
I haven't gotten. I never really skipped this song, to be honest with you. I know that there's a lot of people that have done like deep house remixes on it that have gone viral, and that hook is so fucking catchy too. But Kendrick's verse on this is fucking incredible. Travis's delivery on here is super smooth as well. And what's weird about the production is that it's also super quirky. Like it's not your traditional like hit song. You know what I'm trying to say? And I mean, it's I would say it's like top 3 most iconic.
Yeah,
in
it
Travis's
has like
discography.
that reverse sample. You have these really moody keys, and it kind of puts you in a daze. It feels very euphoric, and Kendrick's performance is super dynamic, bro.
It is super dynamic,
When he
especially
goes
with
in the high pitch.
His vocal inflections on that
Wow.
verse are fantastic. So I'm not saying amazing. I want to go great.
I think great.
I
is
think
fair.
great. I think great. It is a great song. But let's go on to Day and Night by Kid Cudi. This is actually, bro, I was fucking bumping this in my whip today. Actually,
Really?
I swear
Were
to
you
God.
doing all Man in the Moon, or just you singled this one out?
What did I do? I did In the Cut. I did a bit of there. Then I did Man in the Moon 2, second half of the track list, and then after that, I went for a couple of songs on the OG because I was like, you know what, it's a good day to bump some Kid Cudi. I want to go perfect on Day and Night, bro. I think it is a perfect song, bro. Like I think it's like his most iconic, to be honest with you. And
Over
like,
Black Skinhead?
It is a better song than Black Skinhead.
Interesting.
Bro, think about it. Think about how much this song means to so many people. It's an anthem, man. It's not only is iconic, but even like the spacey production, like the way that it was able to break Cudi onto the scene. You know, that sound in 2009 was not even prominent. You know, how it influenced everyone else to come through. It's the forefront of, you know, one of the best albums that have came out from, you know, the past, let's say, I would say maybe 15 to 20 years. So
yeah, and he captures that feeling of loneliness perfectly, bro. And
True.
The melody is so catchy. I think it is a perfect song. That's what we'll give it.
All right, let's go on to
That's what we'll
EXO Tour Life by Lil Uzi Vert. Man, remember when this dropped? We were like last year at high school, and this was literally the biggest song to come out. I believe it came out originally in 2017. I believe it was in March, and then I believe it was re-released.
It was released on SoundCloud, then it came out on streaming because it was blowing the fuck up.
Okay, so yeah, that's what had happened. And then I remember thinking, I'm like, dude, like EXO Tour Life is taking over like songs that Humble on the charts and shit. Like it was literally the biggest song of that year.
Yeah.
You think it's Uzi's best song?
I think it's Uzi's best song, and it's very rare that an artist's biggest song is their best, but I just love how layered it is. If you're looking at the way that Uzi kind of like transforms into a nihilist in the sense of like not caring if he lives or dies because he is trapped by the pain that comes with the heartbreak from
Facts.
Britney, and also the drug addiction that's kind of consuming him. I just love how multi-layered the bars are, and even a line like "All my friends are dead" has more than one meaning. So to me, Uzi brought so much into this like heartbreak song, and the production is super fucking unique with that click. It was just genius, and honestly, in terms of trap, it's one of the best trap songs I've ever heard, and I think it belongs in the amazing category.
Okay, listen, again, you're scaring me, man. You're anticipating me to go up to the perfect. I was like, no, we got to bring this down to amazing.
No.
Okay, thank God. Yes, EXO Tour Life is an amazing song. Let's go on to Hypnotized by Biggie. First of all, let's slot this in right away at the perfect. I think that it's one of the best rap songs of all time. And okay, since you're such a big Biggie fan, I always like asking you the top 3 or top 5 question, but is this the most, one of the most impressive, let's say, lyrical displays that you've ever seen from Biggie in his, like, let's say, total discography?
Yeah, it's a masterclass in rhyming, bro. And when you're looking at, Biggie's luxury songs, this is up there because he's really showing you all of his allure, talking about his style and what it means to be someone from New York wearing the Timbs, having the Cuban links with the Jesus pieces on. Like, he just goes into a lot of detail about his style and what makes him so fresh. And
the imagery is perfect on this
yeah,
song
and the
too.
hook is also great by Pamela Long. She killed it on that, and it kind of became like Biggie's anthem for a long time. So it's a perfect song to me.
It is a perfect song. Let's go on to Miss Jackson by Outkast. I think that this is another song we slot in right into the perfect. What is there not to like about this song? Like, I love, like, how it has this, super uplifting mood and tempo to the track. Like, you're gonna get some beautiful singing performances throughout, the track as well. But there's actually a pretty, fucked up meaning to the song as a whole, which is pretty crazy.
Well, I don't think it's fucked up.
But it's sad though. It is sad. Like it's like if you go into it, because you could go read it on Genius. We're not going to take time and dissect the song, but the content matter does not match the tempo of the track. Like, I'm telling you, go back through it and go to it.
But
again.
that's probably like the most recognizable hip hop hook ever, and maybe one of the best.
True.
And Miss Jackson actually got, like, the real Miss Jackson. She got Miss Jackson as a license plate. Like, she was super proud. She was super proud of being mentioned because everybody knew the fucking song. So this is one radio hit that you can never turn off. Let's slot it in at the perfect. And let's now go on to Black Beatles by Ray Shremmerd featuring Gucci Mane. And honestly, I can never say that this song got old to me because it was never good to me to begin with.
Yeah, I think this is the first time we're going to have to slot something in the mid.
Yeah, this is a mid
think
song.
So. No, it is a mid song for sure.
Gucci Mane is maybe a saving grace. I liked his part on it.
It's really fucking annoying,
Bro,
though.
in the verses, it literally sounds like they were struggling to fit words in. Like, there's awkward pauses in between their lines, and you're left wondering, like, this is just like filler lyrics at a certain point.
I know, but like, listen, shout out to Ray Shremmer because this is one of like the biggest hip hop songs that have ever been released, actually, like commercial wise. And I think that what they did commercial, like, and what they did for the trend was fantastic. But like from a music standpoint, no. Listen, at least not for me.
The
like,
song
it's not my
died
taste.
with the mannequin challenge. That's what I'll say.
Listen, I have never heard someone play Black Beatles maybe after 2017. 2017,
Yeah.
if I'm being generous.
They have great songs though. Swang, No
absolutely.
Type. They have slappers.
Listen, the Shrem Life Series 2 is fucking fantastic. But let's go on to No Role Models by J. Cole. I believe that it's currently sitting at 6 times platinum. And what's beautiful about this song too is that there's a really nice meaning behind it. And that's kind of the whole forefront and I would say concept behind 2014 Forest Hills Drive is, you know, J. Cole was able to take this concept of, you know, the transition into fame and looking back on his previous life, but making beautiful songs that have that commercial appeal. And this is one of the most iconic hooks, at least from our time growing up. I mean, everyone fucks with this. You know, the whole, you know, Uncle Phil line too, the way he started off the song was iconic. Do you put this in perfect?
I think we put in the amazing. I think that,
yeah,
like,
you think so?
Look, subject matter wise, it's cool, but it could have been better because he's kind of like talking about how he didn't have that representation of the African American community on TV and stuff. But he's also like a large portion of the song leans into like how he doesn't fuck with the bitches around him and like.
But that
you
does
know
a
what
lot
I mean?
for the track list though. Like if you think about the track sequencing of 2014 Forest Hills Drive, like that's low key meritage. You know, like I think content matter wise actually. It really does follow suit with the knit and like the
It
tight
fits
knit.
in,
You know, the
but I
vibe.
just don't think it's perfect. But the production is super underrated on here. Like
That's
the
true.
birds chirping, beautiful chord progression from the vintage keys. Like
yeah, No Role Models not on perfect.
I think it's an amazing song, but like I don't even know if it's top 3 on that album, to be honest.
Not top 3 on. That's an interesting take. Okay, listen, let's start it at the amazing, and then we'll see how the rest of this list catches up. But let's go on to "You Can't Touch This" by MC Hammer. Fuck, dude. Like, I think that this is like one of the biggest hip hop songs to ever be released as well. I believe this. What album is this on from MC Hammer that's currently certified diamond? What
I
was it?
believe it's called "You Can't Touch This." I'll
It's-
do a
yeah,
quick
yeah,
check,
do
but
a
I'm
quick
pretty
check.
sure, bro.
Man, like I don't know if there's any really, you know, redeeming qualities out of this for me at this point. It's just like it's a Rick Assy like troll song, you know, like that's kind of the way I kind of see it. But man,
I mean,
listen, I want to go mid on it, to be honest.
It was one of the first rap songs I ever heard, so I kind of have a soft spot for when it comes on. But like, I think it is a mid song.
It is a mid-song.
Besides his charm and like the cool choreography from the video, which I mean, I said it was cool. I guess it was cool during the time. But yeah, as of right now, I'm not bumping this. But the album, by the way, is called "Please Hammer, Don't Hurt Him." But we're gonna slot it into the mid. Sorry, MC Hammer. Let's now go on to "WAP" by Cardi B, featuring Megan Thee Stallion.
We've talked about this on the podcast on several different occasions, and
I don't think this song should have been made.
Listen, that's a good point, you know. But I mean, looking at the song as a whole, there's really nothing redeemable about it, and I don't even want to talk about the content matter.
There's a real negative influence if you think about it. Like this was played at the Grammys, bro.
No, I get you.
It's extra, man.
I get you. I get you. So that's why I don't want to spend too much time here. I want to take WAP and I just want to put it into the bad right away. And then after that, go on to "I Don't Fuck With You" by Big Sean featuring E40. This is a great fucking song in my opinion.
Really?
But I really like this song. What are you saying though? Okay, listen. I have to step back a bit because you've been generous with me. I'll let you take the lead on this one. Where do you want to slot this?
I would probably slot this in the mid, to be honest with you.
That's a steamy.
I mean,
take.
I like a lot of Big Sean. He's not one of my favorite artists or anything like that, but especially on Dark Sky Paradise, there's way better songs on there, and this one has a hook that just got so annoying. I think maybe because got overplayed in the clubs, and I get it, it's an anthem for some people, but it never really had that effect on me. I think it's a mid song.
It's a mid song.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll put it at the mid slot. But let's go on to "Empire State of Mind" by Jay-Z featuring Alicia Keys. This is a really nice song. This was like one of the first hip hop songs that like really grabbed me like that and like had me like singing along with the chorus and everything. And I'm not sure if you've ever seen like the LeBron memes of like, you know, Alicia Keys when she has to sing about New York, she just gets locked in and like it's a whole different.
I never saw.
I want to show you after these recordings, but yeah, it's a really, really, really great song, bro. But is it amazing? Is it perfect? Like where you want to go with this, man? What are you saying, bro?
All 3 verses are killer, bro. Like Hove did his thing. I love all the cultural references. I love the dope punchlines. And when I'm looking at like a theme song for New York, I put this right next to like New York, New York from Frank Sinatra. Like it's really become a staple.
It's perfect.
I think it is a perfect song. Even Alicia Keys' performance. I mean, the vocals are so full. They're totally encompassing. I think it is a perfect song, guys, to be honest. But let's now go on to Doo Wop That Thing by Lauryn Hill. And I think this is like one of the most sampled hip-hop songs of all time. And I love that blend of R&B and rap that she brings into it. And she actually produced the song herself, which is very impressive.
I actually never knew that.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. I love the melodies on this song, and what's nice about this song for me is that I started listening to Lauryn Hill because of my aunt, and big Lauryn Hill fan, big fan of the Fugees as well. So I could relate to this song, going back to when I was a child. Just beautiful summer days listening to doo wop, and I think I have to slot this in at the perfect as well. Like just a staple in hip hop, bro. Like if you understand the influence of doo wop, you understand the rest of the genre. So I have to go with perfect on this. But let's go on to Bad and Boujee by Migos. This was a massive song that came out back in I believe it came out at the end of 2016, and then after that they released Culture at the beginning of 2017.
Yeah.
But you want to know how I found this song? I was scrolling through Twitter, and do you remember that meme, bro, of like I'm not sure what cartoon it was, bro, but like they were like it was a cartoon and like it was like a dub over, bro, where like they were singing Bad and Bougie, but like all these little kids were dancing.
No, I don't remember it. No.
That's it. Listen, I'm finding rap songs.
The only
memes.
meme I remember is like the yeah 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 one of Lil Uzi Vert, where it's just placed on repeat for like a minute straight.
I'm gonna have to show you that though. But what are we saying with this? I would go good on this one, to be honest with you. It's good. It's a good song.
It was fire in the moment. You had some exciting flows and ad libs, but yeah, I don't think it was anything too crazy. So we'll slot it into the good. So now go on to Rack City by Tayga.
This is crazy.
We all know what this one's about. It's a strip club anthem song, and listen. Maybe it was enjoyable when I was 12 years old, but listening to it now,
12 years old listening to Rack City, eh?
Yeah,
that's quite the
sure.
That must have been quite the experience. But
yeah,
I want to go mid on this. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
I listened to it recently, and like there's really nothing too crazy about it. Like I mean, it was revolutionary. It wasn't revolutionary for the time, but like it was a hit for the time, And looking at it now, I bumped this maybe a month or two ago because it randomly came on like shuffle on my library. And I mean, it has not aged great whatsoever. But listen, Tayga, you're a legend for dropping that. Let's go on to A Milli by Lil Wayne. This is one of the craziest verses I've ever heard in hip hop. I think that when this came out, the whole world was in shock because, just when you think Lil Wayne, could slow down, he picks it back up and he proves to you why he is one of the best, I would just say overall rappers to ever touch a microphone. And the way that he's able to come through and just, show his lyrical capability through this, the energy throughout the track. I've been bumping this. It's still one of my favorites off of the Carter 3. So I personally think A Milli goes into the perfect rating. I'm dead ass.
We're giving so many perfects, but A Milli is very deserving of it.
Right now we have 4 in the perfect. We have DNA, Empire State of Mind, Doo Wop, and A Milli. Come on, that's
Cream.
good.
We also have Cream.
We have Cream. Okay, come on, that's good.
No,
that
but
is good.
Milli fucking deserves it, bro.
Absolutely.
He was spazzing on that song. And when you're talking about his rhythmic timing, like, I also love the transitions from, like, one part of the verse to the next, because he'll say a phrase like, motherfucker, I'm ill, and that kind of gives him some time to get back into the groove of his flow. I just love the rhythmic timing there, so Lil Wayne killed it. It's a perfect song. But let's now go on to Fuck Up Some Commas by Future. I love the dark force that's kind of like looming over the song, and when you're thinking about it, it's kind of like spooky, but at the same time, it's inviting you in.
This is my favorite gym song of all time, actually.
Yeah,
this is the song.
It's a great gym song.
This is the song I play on every single workout, and this with 56 Nights, hinted into it. But yeah, Future just gets you into a completely different zone. This was the song actually that won Michael Phelps a gold medal, correct?
It was Stick Talk.
It was Stick Talk. My bad.
Yeah.
But either way, DS2 is just goated. But I don't think it's on the perfect level. I think it's on the amazing.
Amazing for sure.
I think Fuck Up Some Commas goes into the amazing level. Let's go Low by Flo Rida featuring T-Pain. This was one of my favorite songs when I was a kid. This was contagious. Like, on Virgin Radio, because we live in Montreal, like this was one of the only songs that I remember like really having a place there, like for a solid like fucking 2-3 years. Like this song did not leave the fucking charts. It did its thing. But now you go back to it, and it's definitely a mid song, though.
It's 100% a mid fucking song, bro.
Where did you think I was going with that?
Yeah, I thought you were going to say it's like a great song or some shit. But you have to say, though, T-Pain's auto-tune in the 2000s was fucking goated. Like, that's the saving grace of the song. But you get bars from Flo Rida like "shoddy hot like a toaster." Like that's the kind of wordplay you're getting from Flo Rida. But apart from that, yeah, it's a mid song, and to be honest with you, to this day, I don't know what the fuck apple bottom jeans are. Like, I don't know what that is. Do you?
Well, I mean, someone probably knows because it's gone viral. But
Is it like a brand though? Or like,
I'm not sure.
Interesting.
Someone let us know in the comment section. It's probably a cultural reference. But all right, let's keep going on with this. Let's go on to "Drop It Like It's Hot" by Snoop Dogg featuring Pharrell. The bounce within this song is absolutely.
I'm not that big on
fucking
the song. I'm really not that big on this song. I think it's aged terribly for me, bro.
No, are you, bro? Don't even look at the mid rating for this. Don't look at the mid rating here. I don't want you to be looking at the mid rating. Listen, I would even go great on this, but if you want to say good,
I'm leaning towards mid on this, bro.
No,
like
it's not. It's
Snoop
not on
Dogg
a level
has
of low, bro.
some of the best hits of all time in the genre, but
This is hard, bro. This is a crazy
really
fucking song, dude. It's a great fucking song.
it's okay, bro. His vocals are really not doing it for me, and that hook. I mean, it sounds like it's just overbearing. It sounds like he's shouting into the mic when he's saying the word "hot." Like there's a weird essence that comes out of
Oh,
it.
come on, man.
I don't know,
For
bro.
real? Are you?
I'm serious, bro.
We're not gonna put this on the level of low. Come on, the production is much better.
Yeah,
Snoop Dogg's
The production is a saving grace. I like what the
bro,
Neptunes
come on,
did.
even at that, Snoop Dogg's performance is much better than Florida and T-Pain's. Come on, bro. How are we gonna put this on the mid rating?
That T-Pain hook is better than this hook, absolutely.
The T-Pain hook is better, but I'm just saying overall, I think Snoop Dogg did a better job. than
If you really want to give it the good, we'll give it. But
bro,
I
listen,
would personally go mid. That's all I'm saying. I would personally go mid on this. But we'll slot it into the good.
Into the good.
We'll make Ant happy on this one. Let's now go into New York State of Mind by Nas. And that's an automatic perfect. No discussion needed. The way that he slides over this and gives you three of the best hip hop verses of all time, it's literally like you're taking a walk with Nas through his neighborhood. That's what it feels like.
Absolutely, bro. And we were talking about this in a previous video where we were, going through the greatest album of all time. We dropped that this week. If you guys want to go check it out, we have it available. And I was saying how I was reading a Complex article, and DJ Premier came out and explained how Nas did this in literally one take. One of the greatest hip-hop songs of all time was done in one take, and I still find that absolutely mind-blowing to this day. I think if you tell anyone that, they'll probably think that, hey, you're fucking lying to me, but it actually did happen. And when you're listening to just the imagery and, the storytelling mechanics, like everything that goes into this song, there's so much to look forward to and so much value to gain out of it. So New York State of Mind definitely is perfect. Let's go on to Panda by Designer. Man, I feel bad for Designer, to be honest with you, because after he dropped Panda, everyone thought it was Future, but with Timmy Turner, dropping right after it, I thought he was actually gonna have a solid run, but everything kind of fell flat. But Panda was still, I think, a good song at the time, but I don't know, man. I'm kind of aging towards the mid at this point with Panda.
Yeah.
What are you going with?
Crazy how Panda and Designer himself came out of nowhere, but it's legendary that Kanye West ended up remixing the song. Not everybody could say that, so that was a huge W for Designer. Apart from that, I do like the energy he brought to it, the gra ad-libs. That was fucking inventive. Apart from that, it was really dope, but it was dope at the time. Right now, listening to it again, I don't think it aged too well, so I think we have to slot it into the mid.
All right, yeah, let's do mid. Fucking Problems by A$AP Rocky, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, and 2 Chainz. Great or amazing? I want to go great on fucking Problems. I think that's where I would go with the song. How about you?
You want to go great on fucking Problems?
I do.
I think it is a great song.
Right next to Goosebumps. I think that's a
It's one of
spot.
my favorite posse cuts out of the 2010s. I mean, it's not extraordinary by any means, but everybody did their thing. So I think it's a great song, and it's interesting that Drake and Noah 40 Shabib actually produced it.
It was actually supposed to, I believe it was supposed to be for, I think it was offered to Kendrick for Good Kid, Mad City. That was another article I was reading. Correct me in the comments if I'm right or wrong, but
it was offered to Kendrick.
I believe it was offered to Kendrick.
Yeah.
I don't even see that fitting GKMC's track list whatsoever.
Not at all. So that goes into the great. Let's now go on to Gangsters Paradise by Coolio, and this is probably the best curse-free rap song I've ever heard, to be honest with you. And it's just cool to know that he samples Stevie Wonder's Pastime Paradise on this song, and it's just an amazing flip of that sample. And yeah, I just love Coolio's energy all throughout it. I think it's another great song, to be honest.
Great song. I would go amazing on Gangsta's Paradise, bro.
Yeah?
I'm being honest
That's
with
fair.
you.
That's fair.
It's one of the most iconic songs in the whole genre, to be honest with you. So, when was the first time you heard this song? I feel as if for me it was
I don't even remember, to be honest.
I was
It's been
young,
a minute.
man, because
I was
it had
super
so
young.
much appeal within movies as well and TV shows. So probably around that time. But listen, Gangsta's Paradise definitely deserves an amazing rating. Let's go Live Your Life by T.I. featuring Rihanna. And listen, if you're a newer listener to the genre, this was a massive song back then, and T.I. was absolutely ripping the charts, and this did not leave the charts for a while. Every single fucking radio station was playing this as well. So if you go back and you hear a certain sentence throughout Rihanna's performance, you'll never be able to hear that performance over again. So listen, just do some research on that. I'm not gonna go too far into it, but
if you guys find it, let us know in the comments. Because
if you guys find the Easter egg in quotations throughout this song,
it's quite the catch.
It is quite the catch.
Yeah,
but where are we going with this?
It's a banger to me, bro. I loved Rihanna's hook, and first time I heard this actually was in the Hangover movie. You know that scene where Alan walks into Caesar's palace and he's like, did Caesar live here? And then they just walk into the suite. They're getting ready to get fucked up. That was the first time I heard the song, and ever since, I've loved it. Like, it's one of those radio hits that never really got stale to me. I don't think I'm that big on the T.I. verses, to be honest with you, even though they're pretty solid. I'm feeling a great rating on that.
Feeling a great rating?
Yeah.
I completely disagree with you. So you would have put Gangsters Paradise and Live Your Life on the same level?
No, Gangsters Paradise is superior. I fucked up on that one.
Okay, so let's go. Okay. Yeah, Live Your Life on the Great. I would say good. I think it was a good song. Yeah? What do you...
I think I don't know. That's one of my favorite hooks probably ever in a rap song, to be honest.
Oh, that's a steamy take.
And especially for being a really solid rap pop crossover hit, I don't know. I thought that it was really solid, and it still has that longevity to me.
Okay, let's do great on it. Well, we'll do great. Okay. You catered to me a couple of times on this tier list. I'll give it to you. But let's go on to Black and Yellow by Wiz Khalifa. This was such a big song, and I remember this came out. We were in secondary one, right? At Pearson when we
came out 2010 or 2011.
Yeah, you think so? That's when it came out. When did? Shit,
I'll look it up. But yeah, are you a fan of the song? I thought it was a cool tribute to Pittsburgh.
Absolutely, I'm a really nice fan of this song. And listen, I haven't revisited it too much over the years, but going back to it, I mean, Wiz Khalifa's music has always just stayed consistent with me. Even his old stuff, it hasn't aged poorly, but it hasn't aged to a point where it's super revolutionary. You know what I'm trying to say? So I want to go good on Black and Yellow. I don't think it's a mid-song whatsoever. It's actually a really nice performance.
I agree with that good rating. And by the way, that came out in 2011.
2011, okay.
But let's now go on to Ambitions as a Rider by Tupac. And this is a perfect song. And interesting fact, he made this song just hours after getting out of prison. And that's where all that hunger and aggression comes from. And it literally sounds like Tupac's a ghost coming back to haunt the streets that did him dirty. That's kind of the feeling I always got from it. It's the most menacing Tupac song I've ever heard. And I love everything about it, bro. Even the snares are they're clapping so fucking hard.
The sinister energy of this song is really on a different level. And we were talking about All Eyes on Me, a couple of days ago. And we were just saying how, there hasn't been an album with that type of aggression that has been displayed in hip hop. I think ever. If you go through that album, the aggression and hunger that you hear through Tupac's voice is super prominent. So I do believe it is a perfect song. Let's go on to a song of the completely different side of the spectrum, Check by Young Thug. This is easily one of his best songs that he's ever released, in my opinion. This is probably the best song. Would you say it's the best song on Barter 6? What do you say?
It's Young Thug's best song for me.
Best song of all time. Over Wyclef Jean and stuff like that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why, though? Why would you put it on that level?
The reason for it, I would definitely say that when you're looking at it, he goes through 10 different fucking rhyme patterns, if not more, and the transitions from one to the next are crazy. And you have, brilliant lyricism, if cops pull up, I put that crack in my crack. That's the kind of wordplay you're getting from Thugger. And it's so amusing to actually go through his bars. And I mean, the wordplay is dope a lot of the times. And like I said, it's just the way that he's able to carry out those flows. I think I'm struggling between great and amazing. What do you think?
Amazing? I would go amazing on this.
I think it is amazing.
I think it is an amazing song, especially for that 2015 era coming through the trap lane. It's on the level of Fuck Up Some Commas.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So okay, that's a great marriage. But let's go on to Fancy by Iggy Azalea featuring Charlie XCX. Dude, this is a brutal listen.
It's a bad song.
This is a bad song. I just I don't even think I don't like. It gets me confused, bro. I think that's maybe I'm at a loss for words when I have to talk about this song, especially I was so young when it came out, and even then, not being too familiar with music, I understood that this was not quality, and I understood what was the attempt with it. And if you go back to it, it has aged extremely poorly, really, really, really poorly. I want to take Fancy and throw it into the bad. Could we agree on that before we move on?
100%.
All right, let's go on to Tatiana by Blueface.
This song puts a smile on my face every fucking time I hear it, bro. I'll be honest with you. There's something so entertaining about the offbeat rapping and the fact that he's just out of pocket the entire fucking time. And it's funny to me that he even like named a fictional girlfriend Tatiana. You know what I mean? Who thinks of that shit, bro? Shout out to Blueface because it is an entertaining song despite how bad of a song it truly is.
But okay, so you'd put Tatiana on a bad level?
I think so, bro.
Like that, bro. Even that Bay production is super fire, bro. It's like it's not supposed to work, but it works. That's the best part about this song. So
if you want to give it the mid, I mean, because there is an entertainment factor to it.
Come on, you tell me you haven't enjoyed this song at a
of
club
course,
before.
bro. No, not at a club there.
Yes,
but
bro. Yes, especially.
I don't even think I heard it in the club.
No, for sure. When we used to go to a confessional, yeah, I believe at certain
It'd be
point.
playing at confessional.
I believe at certain points.
Sheesh.
Yeah, for sure. Especially like when we were going out before COVID, this song was fucking blasting everywhere. Yeah,
Fuck it, let's put it in the mid, guys.
Okay,
we'll put it in the mid.
Blueface deserves the mid rating.
Blueface is misunderstood, guys. That's what it comes down to. But let's go on to another song that gets the automatic perfect. I don't even have to ask you. It's Shook Ones Part 2 by Mobb Deep.
Absolutely.
And the production is so fucking cold-blooded here. I mean, I love the atmosphere they're putting you in. And I just want to read a couple of bars that I took down. If I die, I couldn't choose a better location. When the slugs penetrate, you feel a burning sensation. Getting closer to God in a tight situation now. Take these words home and think it through, or the next rhyme I write might be about you.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's just
some of the best
so
lyricism.
vicious.
Yeah, some of the best lyricism that's ever been displayed throughout the whole genre. Even when you look at how iconic this song is, like I think my little sisters know this song for fuck's sakes. You know, like even for 8 Mile, like I think that just how many people have grown off of this song too, like. It's on that level. It's absolutely in the perfect rating. But let's go on to Yonkers by Tyler,
Last
the Creator.
song on the list, bro.
Last song to end this tier list off. It's been a ride, guys. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. But let's go on to Yonkers, man. This is a very fucking interesting song because apparently this production took like, I think, what was it, like maybe 5 to 15 minutes to make? Like it was something stupid. I believe I was reading another article on this track. And what's cool about it is that this song actually does play into the overall theme of Goblin, and it's, you know, about Tyler, Creator's trip to Yonkers in New York. And looking at the song now, I'd probably go good or great. That's maybe where I'd place this. How about you? What are you saying with it?
I'd probably go good. I mean, I think it was a big deal and ended up being like his breakout hit at the time just because of the shock value behind it. And it is a quirky performance. You are getting like some of his most, I would say, outlandish bars of his entire career. But it was just, I like going back to this song because to see that he started off with this horrorcore sound and then blossomed like an artist like he did on projects like Flower Boy and Igor, it's just been amazing to see that evolution. And this song really puts that into perspective for me. But yeah, I think it's a good song. Nothing more than that, to be honest.
Yeah, I would put it at the good rating. But guys, that is our official tier list. And listen, we're doing a bunch of these on a weekly basis. I mean, the last one that we did post was on, I believe it was rappers. We did like an ultimate rappers tier list. That was super fun. So if you guys want to go check that out, please do so. But, you know, subscribe if you have not already because we are going to be doing a load of content on the channel. We're approaching the hot season in hip hop. So we're going to be covering the biggest releases of the year as well. And smash the like button if you enjoyed your time here because it helps us get to more viewers and it helps us grow the channel. And not only that, guys, but we are doing live album reactions on a weekly basis on our Patreon plan. So if you guys want to access that, the link is in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and we'll catch you in the next one.